Hi and welcome to My PlayHouse and Happy New Year. This is the first video of 2024. So as always, I'm gonna do a little tour of my playhouse. You're gonna get to see all the stuff that I haven't prepared because I haven't prepared much for this video. We're just gonna walk around and I'm gonna do a video of apologizing that I haven't gotten as far as I wanted to, which I do every year. So yeah, we're outside, it's bloody cold. I'm gonna turn the camera around and we can see here on the ground there's actually some frost here. So yeah, when I say it's bloody cold, it's cold. So this is the back of my garden. This is not a very big house. It's like 724 square meters of ground that my house is on here. If you've followed along for years, you will have seen the pool videos that we did, and it's covered up for winter right now, and this has actually been working really well. We've had some considerable storms that this has survived. This hose is just laying there to keep the cover down. It has taken some damage. It did fly off at some point, so some damage here. So well, we'll have to fix that next year. Well, yeah, this year, kind of. I am pre-recording this a couple of days in advance, so yeah, you can see the frost here and that I haven't picked up the leaves. It hasn't really been weather for that. So down here we have a project. It's as old as my channel and I haven't completed it, and I think I might be taking it down. It was supposed to be like a big pool thing. I wanted a swimming pool in here and build a big thing outside of it. So I think I'm giving up on that idea. I found a new, better place to have a swimming pool. Portugal. Over here I have some wood that I was gonna be chopping up. Apparently somebody has been eating away of that. No issues whatsoever. I have a lot of pallets over here. My good neighbor in here, he gets his pallets for his wood pallet burner delivered on pallets, and I usually get the pallets of those. So and I haven't been very good at chopping them up because I have been lazy. I've just been ordering wood that has already been chopped up and spliced into good sized pieces. This project has tipped over more than once because of the storms that we have had. So I keep picking it up and putting it back in kind of there. Same thing comes with this solar panel which is laying here. It was up here on my garage, which looks miserable at the moment. It needs another paint job for sure. One of the panels had come loose and had flipped over on top of the garage, and I was up there getting it down, and I've had it sitting up against here, but with the storms it has already fallen over twice. So now I decided to just let it sit there because then it can't fall any longer. And now it has survived like 3-4 falls. So yeah, I think it's better not to test the limits of how many times that was gonna happen. For years I have been planning on solar panels up on this roof up here, and last year I got them up there, and I had a plan of cabling, of how the cables had to go, and in the middle of that I changed the inverter, so all the cabling of the solar panels had to change. So I need to do that. I need to get up there and change all the cabling. So instead of having 3 panels as a group, I am now going to have 15 panels as one group, and then these 3 panels over here as something else. But it has not been weather to climb up on the roof and do changes, and so at the moment it's bloody cold. Oh, and last year I also got a new car. I purchased a new car. The old one gave up. Bunker update. You have heard about a firewall. This is a water wall. So at the moment, entrance to the bunker is kind of underwater. Yeah, it's easy enough to get it out of there, but we're not gonna go down there today because I'm lazy and cold. So this is the front of my house, and I have some rather fancy Christmas lights that I wanted to show you. It's not the best weather for it, I must admit, but well, they're kind of cool, going all kind of colors and can do all kind of stuff, but I haven't been able to communicate with them. You are supposed to take a picture of it and then it will map all the lights and it can do even more stuff, but yeah, for some reason I haven't been able to do that this year. I've run this little heat pump for this season. So at the moment, most of the heating of the house is this tiny little heat pump. It's only 5 kilowatt. At the moment, it's kind of freezing in there, so it could need a defrost bucket of water or something. I went to Portugal at the start of December, and we had some awful weather here in Denmark while I was away. So actually, when I got back, this heat pump was one big ice cube, and it needed a lot of defrosting to work decently again. You can kind of see the fan blowing around in here, and that had frozen solid and wouldn't run. So, but after some buckets of water and defrosting it ran again. Awesome. The plans for that little heat pump was that it was going to be running off of solar, which there actually is some of today. So today would be one of those days where I would have been able to heat the house from solar using the little heat pump. But as I said before, I haven't managed to get the solar panels on the roof configured in the right configuration yet, so that hasn't happened yet. So yeah, not good, but we're getting there. I also have this tiny garage here, and I used to have more solar panels on the roof. I extended the roof to be bigger so that I could have more solar panels. And then I started those 3 panels that I showed you up here. They came off of the garage roof, and I was planning on moving all of them up there, but well, then I purchased some other ones. The garage here is just full of stuff. Like when I changed my car, all the stuff just went into that box and haven't moved since. But other than that, I have different weird projects. I have a couple of e-bikes here. I have a really old solar setup with some equipment that shouldn't be running anymore. But other than that, this garage is just full of stuff that I should clean out, throw out some of it. I have a rubber boat here that isn't entirely air gets out of it, so I should probably just get rid of that. But yeah, I am not very good at throwing stuff out. Just like this pallet here, which came with the all powers inverter, haven't left me yet. So let's go inside. Okay, we're inside. This just came up. I was planning we were gonna go this way, and I heard this weird sound from the basement, and it seems that I have quite the water issue down there right now. So the pump is not pumping out the water, so dang it, there is at least good 5-7 centimeters. I need some other boots to go down there. Okay, this is not great, but well, we can see the kitchen out here, because I need to clean these rubber boots, wellies or whatever they're called, because they have been sitting outside. I haven't needed them for ages, and they're full of crap. So yeah, we're in the kitchen preparing to go into the basement, and I have to get all of this mud off of them and check if there's anything nasty inside as well. So this was definitely not part of the tour plan. So this is a definite extra. Cleaning wellies, and they just happen to be totally full of crap because I had them sitting down there at the end of the garden, not doing much for years. I knew that I had them because I never throw anything away. But yeah, I use much. Okay, I managed, I must admit, that cleaning my wellies for inside use was not very high on my list to do today. So let's go in. Oh, there's a lot of water here. Okay, it might not be 7 centimeters. Oh, this one is running. We are producing warm water though. We're just not getting rid of the water we already have, which is not ideal. So why is this thing not working? Okay, I'll work on this a little bit and see if we can get this up and going again. Right here at the end of the staircase is kind of where the water is usually last to leave the basement, so that's where it's highest, and I want to see how high it went. Okay, that's 8.5 centimeters. I think I got it over here. I think it had somehow it had water had left this pipe and therefore it wouldn't run. So I'll try and turn it on here. That sounds better, a lot better. Okay, I'll just take a little time for this to get rid of all the water. In here is my wood burner. I have actually not used it this year. I should probably start it up. In here is the other part of the basement, and that is bone dry. Luckily that's a little bit higher than this part of the basement, so no water in there. And this year I have a very big inverter sitting in there that I'm capable. That's the new inverter that I was talking about with the solar panels, and yeah, this is kind of a mess. My basement down here is prepared to be flooded because this happens from time to time. So if you can see, everything is in boxes and the water has to go pretty high to get into the boxes. But yeah, this is not fun at all. my boxes are afloat down here, so luckily they are watertight, but yeah. So it has been raining quite a lot here lately, but I think you get an idea of how much water I'm pumping out of the well every day. I don't think I was down here yesterday, and this is why I haven't noticed that the water level was too high, and I didn't hear the pump either. So I would have fixed this yesterday. I think this has probably run over yesterday at some point, and then I only realized when I was going inside the house and could hear the wrong sound from the pump that it makes when it's running dry. So yeah, we're getting there. It has already dropped considerably. Might not seem like it, but I think we're down to like 5 centimeters or something. You can see how the water comes in from this room, dragging stuff along it. There's only like dirt floor in there, so very important not to go in there and stir that up. But well, there's still some stuff that comes in and well, makes my floor dirty in here. I did make this thing here so that I wouldn't get water in here as easily. I might look at making that higher. That would have been beneficial. We can see dry spots over here now, and we're just about to go down over here. And you can see all the dirt is gathering right there at the opening to the well. And well, there is part of the piece that we just followed going around the staircase. So yeah, okay, that went down a hole there. So yeah, now we're underneath over here, and I can start sweeping water in this direction. Okay, we are getting to more normal levels here, but there's a lot of water around the well here, so even though I'm trying to pump it out, well, a lot of water is coming into the well as well. So yeah, it's gonna take a while to get to the bottom of this, but the rest of the basement is usable again. I think I could climb down here in my slippers and not get wet socks. Yeah, it takes a couple of days for it to dry out after one of these. Luckily, I don't get mold or stuff on the wall. I don't know why, but well, it just dries out. That was way too much about the basement. We came in that way. In here is the data center, so we could just get in here and turn around. It's way smaller than it seems like on the videos, but yeah, and the light will come on. I have the foam that normally sits here to divide the warm and the cold area, sitting outside at the moment. I've been messing a little bit with this. I had issues with this server. I had some bad memory in there. We upgraded it and I had some bad memory in it, and I've been messing with it, taking out the memory that was dodgy. So it's over here on the table, dodgy RAM. So yeah, I have two racks here, I have some storage here, I have a student server, I have the graphic card server, I have a Model 4, Model 3, Model 3, Model 3, Model 4, Model SR600, Model 5, SR650, Model 2, Model 2, Model 2, Model 1, Model 1, and a Synology NAS. Over here we have two NetApp storage boxes, 24 drives in each, 24 there, 24 there. Then we have three 1U servers. There's a Model 4 3.2 of the Lenovo X3650 series. Then we have a Hewlett Packard DL380 Gen 9. We have an IBM Blade Center. We have, well, this KVM switch, which is a screen monitor thingy, and then we have a data probe, which is it's kind of a turn on and off power stuff. Then we have an automatic transfer switch, ATS, sitting right there. That can switch between two power sources. And then we have three Model 3 servers here, and then we have actually some empty space up here. There is a switch behind there, but there is also a little bit of empty space. Not as if I couldn't fill that up if I really wanted to, because there's like stuff. You might have noticed that I haven't done as many server videos lately on my channel, and it's kind of, I got a little bit tired of making server videos and pointing at the RAM and saying that it takes 768 gigabytes of RAM, model DDR3, and up to this amount of gigahertz. So yeah, I needed for myself to do something else for a bit, so I've kept it down a little bit. At the moment, when I'm done with this video, I'm gonna go do a video on making PF-Sven's router on Proxbox. So yeah, we're getting into it again. But yeah, I have my 10-year YouTube anniversary this year. It's pretty tough doing the same thing over and over again for 10 years. But yeah, let's move on. So this is the hallway. It looks terrible, but it's just the paint on the floor that is falling off. I should probably just repaint that just to make it look good. Yeah, I could also do that stuff up there. Paint would hide a lot of stuff, I must admit. I have good stuff sitting everywhere. I'm really running out of place for having good stuff. So that's an issue. Oh, and my favorite cola brand from Lidl, as my regular viewers will know. So in here is the living room. I try to keep this clear of hardware. It's not going very well. So there's a little hardware on the table here. There's some paperwork. I have my trusty bag for when I'm going to Portugal that I put stuff in that needs to go with me to Portugal. I actually have something in the kitchen that needs to go to Portugal, so we could go pick that up and put it in that bag. Pump is still running in the basement as it's still working on that. So oh yeah, my little brother got married this year, and he very kindly gave me this picture for Christmas. He really shouldn't have. Yeah, I don't know. It's not as if I don't love my little brother, but have him hanging on the wall, I don't know. So yeah, that's an issue. Oh, and another video that I need to have done is the little diesel burner. I got the pipes, the exhaust pipe for it. I need to figure out where to put it and get on with that. This is a tiny little camera battery charger that I got from my favorite little brother, and that needs to go with me to Portugal. So there is a charger here for the battery that actually is running in this camera. There is a wire for it. We're gonna bring that, and there's an extra battery, and that's awesome. So very cool to have some batteries. So, and in Portugal I'm usually only using the charging cable that comes with the camera, and it takes a very long time to charge up a battery. So it would be very beneficial to have this sitting somewhere where you could put a battery in and have it charged while you're working on your videos. At the moment I have to stop the work that or whatever I'm recording and charge up the battery, and then I can continue. This is nice. This year we had the premiere of this movie that I have been involved with. I do believe my name is somewhere on the poster here. Yeah, it's right there, producer Morten Hjort. And we did this, Girl in the Trunk. Yeah, it might be available this year. We are in the middle of getting it out in different countries. This is the winter garden, and it's equally messy with all kind of good stuff that I really needs to put somewhere. So yeah, I must admit, being a YouTuber and being offered good stuff all the time, yeah, it's very difficult to say no. So we have power banks. This is the most awesome one that I have. All Powers sent me this, the R2500, and yeah, we are gonna be seeing that. Today could have been one of those days where I could have put up some solar panels, but the clock is not very much, and you can kind of see there is no solar at all on the grass in the garden. You can kind of see the solar over here on the hinge, but the sun is so low that it doesn't get to the grass very much. So yeah, and there is the bunker with the water defense system. So yeah, I need to fix this winter garden somewhat this year, because the glass over here on the windows, this has been rotting away for years, so I need to fix that. And now the glass has started sliding down, so there's actually air coming through there, which is definitely not optimal. Does the same thing on this one. So this wall is particularly bad, so I need to do something here. Also, all the windows has been smashed. I haven't smashed any of these windows. They have been broken since I bought this house. Whoa, that's a lot of years back. I bought it back in 2005, so that's 14 years ago, is it? I guess it's becoming 14 years ago. Oh, I did actually try to turn on the wood stove before I started filming. I guess it didn't kick in. So we'll just do that again. It's go. Okay, we need to open, close. Need to open again. Wait a bit. Sometimes it's stupid. Oh, it might be complaining about something. Oh, there it is. And then we can try it again, see if it will light up. Sometimes it doesn't ignite. The second living room is where I keep all the computer stuff. For when it's, well, the data center is not a very nice place to sit and play with stuff. So yeah, we have lots of stuff here. I have a lot of these trays. If anyone need this sort of trays, please visit my little My PlayHouse shop. I have a lot of them. So that would be very nice if someone would buy those off of me. But yeah, we have a server there, we have another server there, we have another server here, so it's not as if I couldn't, oh, and a fourth one over there, so it's not as if I couldn't fill up my data center if I really wanted to, but it's also nice to have some space. We have a couple of drives here that hasn't been tested yet, so those are dodgy, and then we have another project here that I never got up and running, so that too is something that I'm hoping to get back to. Somehow I can't get that PCI Express port to work on the side of it. It would be very nice. We have this project going, which is the DIY dash. I'm always being corrected that DUI dash is drunk under the influence. Driving under the influence, and yeah, that's not what I'm doing. I'm just under the influence. Never mind. Yeah, and I closed this door because I don't usually heat this living room. So just being me, I don't need this whole house to be scorching warm. So out here is the hallway where I also keep a lot of stuff. This is where I film when I do some Ryobi battery thing. And yeah, the Ryobi charging station is here. We fixed one of these batteries this year. So yeah, and this is the nice way in to the house. I did a video fixing this years back, and it's still messy out here. So then we have the upstairs, and I haven't done anything up there except blocking my own way up there. So this is stuff that really needs to go to the basement, and I usually put it towards the right direction, so when I go into the basement I can just grab something and bring it down there, so I don't have to take a trip to the basement just to put that down there. I'll just put it halfway, and usually I remember to put something in. Here's another one of those YouTube things. Company asked me to review their digital multimeter, and it was really cheap, and like, I don't want to do a video on a $20 or $30 multimeter, so I thought if they would send me one of each of their primary things that they were selling, I would try and do something, but they one of them wasn't in stock. So I have this foam here, which is insulating the upstairs from the downstairs, so, and it's doing a really good job, because as soon as you go up here it's considerably colder. So yeah, out here is the what do you call that, terrace thingy, and it also needs a lot of work. This is the nice bathroom that I had made up here. It's also a few years ago by now, so here we are. I should shave, shouldn't I? Yeah, this balcony out here is for sure falling apart. My grandfather had already used rotten wood when he made this many years ago. Well, it has kind of held up since I purchased it, but yeah, now there is no way back. I need to do something with it because yeah, this sucks. Yeah, this bathroom is almost done, and the shower thingy is, everything is working. Well, the floor heating is not connected, but everything else is working. So even the Philips Hue lighting turns on and off when I go in and out of here. So that part is good. The rest is as I left, as it has been for years. So power station more. This one is a Blue Yeti that we have been charging up. I have been charging up at some point to play with powering the house from solar. And yeah, this is just a stuff. This could be worked on. I haven't done so, but I have more and more persuaded myself that I probably need to pay someone to come and help me fix this up. So yeah, I did do some measurements for the windows over here because this is the last single pane of glass window in the house, and I did measure up what I would need to replace that and put another one in besides it, and I didn't get to ordering those, so I still have the measurements. I just need to order them. At the time I prioritized something else, I forget what, but yeah, that's how that goes. And I have a lot of tools, a lot of materials up here that yeah, usually it's so irritating when you're working on something up here or in the basement. If your thingy is up here, it's 2 floors that you need to go up or down to get something to continue the work. So never mind. In here is the guest bedroom. There's not much to see. I have a spare bed that hasn't been put together. Guest bed over here. I'm moving too fast. But yeah, must admit, I do not spend a lot of time up here at all. So yeah, I have a box for a server. Just in the rare occasion that I needed to ship a server out, it's nice to have a big box. Oh dear, what a disaster of a video. Flooding the basement live on YouTube. Well, it's not actually live. It worked. It's now burning as if I paid it. So yeah, I'm already at the computer here replying to comments on the last video and preparing and getting stuff, figuring out stuff that I'm going to be putting in the next video about pfSense on Proxmox. So getting the networking stuff fiddly thinky, and yeah, so we're going to be doing that. Happy New Year, everybody. If you wouldn't mind liking the videos, I forget to ask you to do that. Well, I always say thank you very much for watching my videos. Do subscribe to my channel so that you can see me again. But I forget to ask you to like the video. And have a really nice day. Bye bye.